Good afternoon, guys. How's it going? Hope everyone is well. So I'm going to be looking at a kind of well, I've got some new track ideas in my machine here. So in my discover column of where I'm trying to work out what they're going to become and if they're going to be anything that's any good. So the next one on the kind of conveyor belt is this one that I've called retrograde for some reason. So this is how it's. I can't actually play it from there. So let me just open the project. So yeah, I'm going to be looking at a few different things. It's kind of a space disco-y kind of vibe, I suppose. But at the moment, it's just some kind of loops. But that's what I hear, and this is quite an interesting where this track came from. So it came from like a little kind of quick and dirty song idea. So set a timer for 10 minutes, have like a basic kick and snare and hat, bass playing a basic bass line, some keys and a synth. And it's just like, right, 10 minutes, just try and come up with some stuff. And I came up with a little loop. And actually this morning I did have a little play with it, just because I was just doing a little bit of just having a look at some music theory stuff, just trying to get my head around a few ideas, which is what I did this morning. So I started off kind of like this. It's coming through twice. So the sounds are all like, it's as I made it. So the bass line is just a basic massive patch. Keys, there's this lead sound is just an electric piano. It shouldn't be an electric piano. So it's super basic, kick, snare, everything's super basic. So, but I don't want to I just want to work out if it's a good idea or not before I go crazy on everything. So that's what I started with. But what I wanted to do was to kind of use this track as a way of experimenting with different ways of developing an idea. Although I played piano as a kid and trumpet, got quite far through the grades on trumpet. Played guitar as well, but I've only kind of in the last few years been really teaching myself music theory, and I'm now redoing my grades on piano. So that developing things musically is always really exciting to me, and it's something which I'm doing a lot of kind of research and trying to do a lot of learning in. So I thought I'd try and like move it into some interesting places. So make the track about how much can I make this idea kind of morph, kind of a bit of a Todd Terje kind of vibe, who I've always loved. But I don't want to just make it like a Todd Terje ripoff. I want it to be my own take on that, and I've kind of done that a little bit before with some other tracks. So yeah, so that led me on to this kind of vibe. I think the levels might be all over the place here, but let's give it a go. So sorry, this shouldn't be playing. That shouldn't actually be playing there either, sorry. So again, I just chuck those in just to have the idea in there. So I want the chords to kind of change quite a lot underneath. Okay, so I guess the first thing to do would be to try and create a kind of basic arrangement of the track. just to start to kind of pull things together. Where's the clap? So the drums will all be replaced. It's hard, you have to try. I find you have to try and get a balancing act if you're going to work this way between throwing down the idea quickly because you don't want to waste time on something which isn't kind of a good idea. So kind of do the almost like the minimum you need to do to make sure it's a good idea. But then sometimes knowing if it's a good idea is things like the drums, and because it's music which relies so heavily on the rhythm section. So yeah, so I think you need to choose sounds that are pretty good in the first place, so at least you get an idea of how it sounds. But so we'll just, it's a funny sound going on there. Yeah. Like a bit of sub on there, probably best just rolled off with an EQ. I'll do this now, even though not really necessary, but there we go. That's not quite how it went actually originally. Let me just see what the original lead part is. Good afternoon, guys. I just want to start to say hi, Chrissy, who's joined and tuning in. Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Quite like that little breakdown there, actually. It's kind of cool. So I need to develop this melody, obviously, so it kind of goes a little bit kind of haywire. Okay, so so what's it like if we kind of I just want to hear what this sounds like. Whoa. so let me just try doing this. So I'll try not using these keys to start with, and just put the bass in there. Okay, so again, the melody is going to need to change there to reflect the bass. I want it to kind of move in an interesting way. And then let's just repeat this so it comes back in with that. Okay, so let's repeat this again. But let's put these keys in. Let's just repeat that again. That wasn't right. Undo. Okay, so let's repeat this. So obviously, this is going to need to change here, this melody. So I'm just going to take it out for the time being. And what's it like if we go here? Bit strange. Whoa. So so I want to build up to that, maybe with the drums, drum fill. I'm just going to swap this sound out for a piano, because that's I want to kind of yeah, kind of a soulful, kind of rare groovy, kind of octave piano vibe. Also needs to be quantized. I'm fully aware that this sounds a little bit ridiculous at the moment, just because I did it in 10 minutes. So it's just the idea, but there's something about it which gives me ideas. So yeah. So let me just turn this velocity down. So I've actually got captain chords on here. I didn't realise I'd use that. Let's just try it with a synth underneath. So I don't think I'm actually using that for anything. Where am I? No, that's not actually doing anything, so ignore that. Okay, so what's it like if I put a little ARP on here? I actually don't want it to do that little riff at the end. So maybe we could go back to here again. So this needs to be carrying on. Let's try a different synth. No. I actually think it sounded better with the piano, so I'm just going to put it back to that. I'm just going to put a quick piano on there just so I've got the sound in there. Say hi to my cousin Kat, who's tuning in. Thanks for joining me. Hope you're well. Okay, so let's look at the bass. So I'm going to put this in an octave higher because it's a bit easier to hear. Yeah, I'm not sure that's exactly the right bass line, but chuck it in. Bit too low. So we can just go for an outro kind of vibe here. Okay, so okay, so I should bring up another synth. Okay, so in this section here, let's just have a look at this. I'm kind of changing. So my idea with this was for it to be in G minor. So the chords really in this section are super basic. They are It's kind of going G minor, F, G minor to F. So that's kind of 6/5 progression in G minor. I say 6 as if it was the as if I was in the key of B flat major. If that makes sense. So 6 being the 6th of B flat major. So then in this section here, I wanted to try and move to a different kind of scale. So I've gone B flat major to C major. So I'm kind of imagining as if this G minor, which is the tonic of this section, I've now moved to a Dorian mode. So it's as if G minor has now become the second chord of F major. So it's almost like so we're going kind of 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now the C major is now kind of almost the 5th chord in F. So we're kind of going 4, 5 in F major, and the G minor is basically become the G is now the tonic in a Dorian mode. So that's kind of what I was trying to experiment with. I hope that makes sense. So it's kind of basically going G minor, F, G minor, F, and then we're going to B flat to C. And we're going back to that G minor. So that's kind of the idea. So what I want to try experimenting with is having the melody kind of changing somewhat here. Actually quite nice at going to the C. So I might just delete that and just experiment with something. So it's quite nice actually being on that D minor, which is the kind of relative minor of F major. It kind of sounds quite interesting. So I kind of need to follow the same rhythm, I think. I quite like that. It's a bit confusing with the delay. Let me just take the delay off. So this was just a bass sound. The same bass sound, just played an octave higher. Let's try and put it in. try that then. Ah, come on. This finger here is not strong enough. More piano practice. Why not? I'm not really quite sure how this fits together at the moment. Can this come back in here? Come on, work, work. Yeah, I think that kind of works. So now the problem I have is that the groove section now not strong enough, because this now feels like it's kind of a better lead sound. So when it comes back to here, does it need something better? I'm not sure. Let's just try this over the top. Maybe it does need to be an octave higher there. I can hear it kind of going. This might sound horrible, but so. It's one. Okay, yeah, that needs to carry on there. Okay, cool. So I've got some other stuff here. What have we got here? Let's just have a look. So I'm kind of that's kind of progress for sure. So let's have a look what else we've got. So I've got a little guitar thing I just chopped up. What's this? So that could be something. That could definitely kind of interchange, I think. I like it because it loops at a kind of weird point. So it's kind of got a weird vibe to it. just want to try this out. I'm just going to take out that strange looping sound. It's really loud, that sound. I don't think that guitar is really working. That could be a cool outro kind of sound, maybe. Yeah, it could kind of work as an outro. What have we got here? Yeah, that's kind of cool. It needs delay on it. So I just added that little disco loop there. Why it's not playing? Okay. What's this? So that bass needs a lot of assistance at the beginning. I think it needs almost like a kind of jam on the bass, like even maybe get some live bass in the intro. That's cool. I love those reverse string kind of parts. I might just try with this drum loop, just taking out the kick. So we just get the clap. I just want to try something here. I really like it when you get tracks that a sound comes in one way, and then when it drops in, it's kind of delivered in an unexpected way. So I'm just gonna just drag this. And what I want to try doing is when the kick comes in, it kind of this sound kind of sorts itself out. It almost starts off a little bit out and then kind of goes in, if that makes sense. Hopefully it might make sense if you hear it. So you can hear how it's all on the one there. So what I could even try doing is maybe something like or maybe could I do this? Would this work? So I want to try and deliver these sounds in an unexpected way when it comes in here. Still not quite doing it as much as I want it to. So I'm going to try doing something with this one as well. Still not quite doing it, but never mind. Let's try this. Yeah, that's better. Still not really as much as I want it to vary, but it kind of works. So I wonder what it's like if I actually use this part again. Or maybe how I had it before. So that needs to be playing again. I need to repeat that section. I can't remember, there was something I was playing with the delay. Was it this? Yeah, I quite like that as a kind of vibe as well. It's kind of annoying me, that disco break. Let me just try and maybe take down. So it still has a bit of the tail in there. Okay. We got a visitor. We got visitors. Archie, come here. Where are you going? Sorry, guys, just a little visitor break. Where are you going? Come say hello to the camera. See the camera, see the Lolo there. Can you wave? Can you wave to the camera? Can you show the camera your red car? Can you show your red car? There's the red car. Yeah? You gonna wave again? You gonna put it on my head? Put it on my head? You gonna drive it on my head? Okay. Back in one sec, guys. Sorry about that. If you're wondering about my ridiculous shorts. Cycling. Okay, so where were we? Yeah, so okay, so what's it like if this guy comes back in? So the problem I'm now faced with, I'm not sure if the payoff is enough. So I feel like I've kind of made the build-ups too big sounding, and now the drops are a little bit disappointing. Right, I'm going to put this in quickly. Okay, so I'm officially faffing. So that means it's time to stop. I'm trying to do one last thing. What am I trying to do here? I think maybe if I maybe if I build things up enough, and I have some sounds on the kind of when it comes back in, yeah, maybe there's some sounds I made for another track. So maybe I could try like bringing some of these in. Maybe they could kind of, but I don't want to put too much stuff in there. I want to make sure the sounds I have in there do the job. That's the only thing. No, it's not quite. So maybe it needs the lead sound here to kind of to be better somehow. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there because I have a meeting, and as I said, I've made good progress on this track today, so that's fine. So I'm just going to do a little bounce, and yeah, as I said, I'm going to leave it there, and that's a good session on that track. And I'm going to try and fit in another session in a minute after this meeting, and hopefully, if I can do that, yeah, I'll be back on for another track, another session on another different track. All right, guys. Thanks everyone who's tuned in this afternoon, and maybe I'll see you in a bit, in about 10 minutes.